All right. Go ahead, Kathy, with your question.
Yes. This is Kathy Kennebeck from Salem, Missouri. And my question is about cremation. I've heard you say that we should never choose cremation when we die as our final disposition. So I just wondered what the rationale is for that, and what about those who were killed in a fire or were cremated in the Holocaust?
So a person should never be cremated, and you should not honor such a request, okay? You'll tell me, but cremation is cheaper. Be buried in a forest in an animal cemetery rather than be cremated. Never permit that. It's from the bones that the resurrection will occur. You're not allowed to do that. Now, I know someone's asked my question, but didn't they burn bodies in war? You find that in Tanakh. Well, what they were doing is, there was a problem. Someone died in war, what do you do? Because the dead body spreads disease, but they wanted to bury the body somewhere. So they were able to remove the flesh by using an acid, and then the bones would be brought back. But let's deal with this. In the process of cremation, it's not just that they're burning the body, which they are. However, the bones from which the resurrection occurs, we see that in Tanakh clearly, explicitly. I mean, the vision of Ezekiel in chapter 37, it's from the bones that the body is reconstituted. Do not destroy the bones. Now, bones are filled with calcium. Calcium has a burn rate. It's just very high. So what happens is, when this is a little unpleasant, and I'm just telling you now. When chas v'chalila cremations are performed, after the body is burnt, the bones have been damaged for sure, but they're not destroyed because the calcium is just not hot enough. The ovens are not hot enough. So what they do then is they take the bone. This is what they won't tell you. It's not they're scamming you. They just don't want it to be unpleasant for the family. They have a special machine that grinds the bones down into like a powder. And then they give that with the ashes to the family, but it's a ground bone. So now, why did HaKadosh Baruch Hu do this? Because the fires of Auschwitz, of Auschwitz wouldn't destroy it. People, chas v'chalila, heaven forbid, who are killed in an accident, who are killed in whatever, in a burning fire, it should never happen to you. But if that happens, so that's exactly the point. The bones survive it. That's why they can go to a dentist. When the body's been completely burnt, what do they do right away? They look for the teeth, that's bone. And then they look at the dental records, and that's how I identify a dead body. You see, that's the whole point. So therefore, they didn't grind bones in Auschwitz, and in a fire, the bones aren't burnt. They're damaged, but not burnt. That's the point of it. So therefore, do not be cremated when you're 120. Do not ask for it. If you put it in your will, change your will today, and you should not honor the request of someone who asked for it. Now, I know someone's going to ask me, what happened to my grandmother who was cremated? I cannot answer that question. That's in God's hands. I can't. But cremation, no one, Jew, Gentile, never be cremated. Chas v'chalila, the bones are preserved for the resurrection of the dead.